wobble wobble. Welcome all. It's just turned midnight here around right now 0000. Enjoy Drone TV.
Lick my balls! Lick my balls!
Okay, now you should hear me with music in the background. A bit of music in the background.
Sharing Facebook.
Ja, dat is die jongen van die film, van deze. Die scooter. Van Hesten. Alleen nou met helm hè. En best aan de. Nou ook, porque naar de haren. Geen haren, no hair, so he's always wearing his helmet.
Wear the helmet.
Yeah, you got your helmet on, mate. Your shiny helmet.
I've got two.
Bald bastard.
One here and one down there. Dirty bastards.
Oh. Hey, that works. Hair pass. Hey, mate. Been a while. I've been busy working, I guess. So, that's better. Hopla.
Never mind. Give me two. No problem. There you go.
One.
I like these rules. 1, 2.
Two.
2. Oh,
One.
fucking hell.
1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah. Not sure.
No, it's 1, then it's 2. Here.
Yeah. Start in the middle, eh? 1, 2.
Yeah, start in the middle. That's it, yeah. Be right back. I need to go toilet.
You. Ooh. Yeah.
Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart. I hope I'll be your destination. I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation.
Ja, bal.
Be so
Schiet op.
Kill them, Rebel. Kill them. Get them. Rip their heads off.
Kappen, hè? Bastard. Oh, jij geeft dit maar af. Don't bump the 3D printer.
Uh-oh. Don't bump it.
No, it's I didn't, but it's steady now. Printing a GoPro case. A bit more infill, so it's a bit more sturdy on the drone, you know. So
Yeah.
there he is.
Hey, what's going on, mate?
55, boys. My first day of being 55.
Happy birthday, mate.
Birthday,
Thank
mate.
you, sir. I saw your post. Thank you very much. I feel like I'm 40, so it's all good.
Yeah, that's.
Well, I feel like I'm 20, you know. That's why I ride these freaking
I know.
EUCs.
Yeah. Well, I still have a desire to ride a sport bike, even though I don't own one right now. And I can definitely. Actually, I got on one a couple of weeks ago. Went for little
sweet.
splits. Yeah, and I had a great time. Yeah. And still at the drums. Yeah, I do stuff that I was doing when I was 20. Still, you know.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Just you do. Huh. Fuck 'em all.
Different generation. I think I don't know. We age differently, so I don't know. We retain a lot of our youth. I think.
Yeah, some of us do. Yeah, that's for sure.
It's a good way to be, man.
Like if I didn't have the e-scooter and these EUCs, some of the places I've been going lately, I would never have seen, because you won't walk that way, and you won't ride a push bike because it's too far, and it's just a great way to see something different.
Another one, you know, like certain people will. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but you
I
can't.
kind of get they look at you differently. It's like you're how old and you're playing with these things. No,
Drones
well, and then
too.
other people are like totally intrigued with it, and they're asking all kinds of questions. And that's,
Yeah, but with the drone, I wouldn't go. Like in our city, it's a little bit hard unless you fly a small whoop. Then yeah, fair enough. But you're not going to be sending a 5-inch along where I sort of ride in the city, and it's not going to happen.
well, where I live, Mark, there's a lot of hills. So
Yeah.
e-bikes
Yeah.
struggle here a lot because
Okay.
you just can't make the hills. The hills are, I mean, they're
You need one. You need one of these things. Those
Yeah, they
things,
have the fork, eh?
mate.
Yeah.
They'll go up. They'll go up a hill that's steep.
My first introduction to one of them was actually I was doing a show for the city in a little bar segment of downtown, and we were getting ready, and one of the production guys showed up on one of those things. My first initiation, you actually see him on in live.
Yes.
There it
Yeah.
is, you know,
Yeah.
and he rolled up on it, and I was like, "How much is that?" And he's like, $5,000.
Some of them are very expensive.
$5,000 for this fucking thing,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Wow,
Yeah.
holy
Well,
shit!"
My small one is $3,500, and the bigger one is $4,500 Australian. So yeah, they're not cheap. They're not cheap.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the exchange rate is between Aussie and.
It'll be
Canadian
very
dollars.
similar to
I think
Canada.
it is similar. Yeah.
There's a shop
Yeah.
there in Canada called EVs. I sort of keep an eye on what they sell on that. It's similar price to us in Australia. American price is different, but yeah, I think Canada and Australia are very similar when it comes to the pricing.
I'm looking for him, but I don't see him. But I have a new little friend. Mars, you probably know about it. Actually, Rose, you might too. You're on my Facebook. I got a cat
kitty
now.
kitty.
Oh yes,
I got a
yes,
little
yes.
kitty.
Yeah, I've seen the
Yes, I've
pictures.
seen the kitty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's from an ex-girlfriend. it had been a year since I seen her, and she's all of a sudden her sister messaged me out of the blue and says she needs me to contact her, and she'd been with this nefarious individual throughout that time, and I knew about that, but we were separated and gone our own ways at the time. But anyway, I gave her a shout, and she said, "Do you want to take the cat?" And I was like, "Okay."
Why not?
Sure, I'll take the cat. Right? Yeah, she shagged off to Ontario. Yeah, she had to get out of something.
A cat is easy.
So.
A cat is easy to take care of. Eh?
Yeah.
Well,
Cat's easy. Yeah, I can't have a dog. I'd
Yeah.
love to have a dog. I think we had this conversation before. I'd love to
Yeah.
have a dog, but I can't. That's a lot of commitment, right? That's a lot more than a cat.
Yeah.
This cat is already good to go.
Yeah.
Knows, you show it where to shit, show it where it feeds.
It's
Yeah.
done.
You're good,
and
right?
keep it inside for
And
a
you can
little
leave it
bit
alone for
because
hours.
are you going to put it outside also, or do you keep it
No.
inside?
No, it's not
Okay.
an outdoor cat.
Yeah.
No. So it's got the kitty litter box, and it's got its food and water,
That's it.
Yeah,
and
it's all good.
I got a little camera. I took my outdoor camera from outside, well, looking out the window anyway, and I put it inside now so I can monitor the cat throughout the day.
Yeah.
You know you're a cat dad when
Cats can be very, very, very entertaining at times.
they can.
Yeah.
And I have a laser.
Yeah, they play with that.
So it can be ultra entertaining. So this plus this
There's a lot of entertainment. Yeah,
is a lot of entertainment, yeah.
yeah, definitely.
How you guys been?
Yeah, good. I just put
Hey, Maxi.
put some new power pads on my EUC. I just dropped the video just
I would
before.
say that's brake pads, is it?
No, they're power pads. They lock your feet so you can lift it up in the air. You can do
Gotcha,
jumps with it, and you can lean more forward with it. You can brake better with it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
it's pretty.
always been my the thoughts that I have about it. And I've never ridden one. Even that guy that came by, I didn't even ask. I understand physics very, very well. I've ridden sport bike, and obviously I just have a good understanding of physics. And to me, the understanding of being on a single wheel and doing those motions of braking and accelerating. I know if you want to really accelerate, you really have to lean forward, but the torque is so high.
Yes.
And when you can find that sweet spot, you can be leaning forward a decent amount. But how is that? That's got to be weird to get.
Well, you can't.
Into,
You can overpower them. So if you keep that lean on too much and the battery starts deploying, the battery can't handle it no more. It can't push the voltage out, and it'll just stop. It'll cut out, and you'll go, "Wee, Superman."
Right.
So you've got to be careful. Like usually when it's 100%, you can lean right into them and take off very quick. But then as soon as you start picking up the speed, you don't have to keep that lean on. You can just sort of.
Sounds like something I'd want to wear leathers for the first time.
And oh yeah, I'm fully protected. I've got a full motorbike jacket. I've got body armor, a helmet, knee pads, and Kevlar jeans, and riding boots.
You guys geared out. I seen your videos you've been posting, and it's a
getting
different thing. It's just a different thing. I don't understand is why I'm asking questions.
Yeah.
I don't understand it totally but it looks cool.
How you lean forward, when you lean back, you brake, which is fair enough. But
obviously,
when you come to a stop and you keep leaning back, it'll go backwards. As the way it goes forwards, it'll go backwards. It's exactly
that's what I mean about that.
You can ride them backwards.
That feeling of what I do with my body translates into my motion. And when you're you're top heavy on one of these things for input, as I would put it. I don't know how to put that any other way. Any little change in weight distribution is going to mean something to that thing, I guess.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, it's
exactly
cool.
right.
I like it. Because I've always been into that. So I used to mountain bike a heck of a lot when I was younger.
Yeah.
Not the same thing, I know, but yes, it is. And then motorcycling kind of translates into off-road and on,
Yeah.
It's a cool thing. I like stuff like that.
Yeah, well, even like my scooter there in the background, it's I still love me e-scooter, but when it comes to hills, it'll only go up a 30% incline. It'll struggle to go up anything that's steeper.
It's not fun.
These both my e-wheels, especially the big one, the Master, Oh mate,
Yeah.
that'll go up a hill about that steep, 75.
Well, that's probably along the levels of what this guy had here, because like I said, our city has hills. It comes from a harbor.
Happy birthday, happy
The harbor
birthday
gets and everything else.
birthday.
Do you remember the name of it? Was it the Goat?
Happy birthday, happy.
I didn't pay attention to that aspect. I had too many other questions.
Around 5 grand brigade, or it could have been in motion B13. Depends what it looked like. Did it have frame?
No, it just had a little kickstand type of deal and it came down behind it to hold it up if you weren't on it or whatever.
Yeah.
But it just had like rubber pads on each side. You know, it's a wheel. It's got a battery compartment. I could tell that. And but the way he was handling, the way he was reacting, I could tell it was a decent amount of torque. I could tell that. You know, because you know, if you're in tune with the physics of it, you can kind of look at it and go, yeah, that's the real deal there. I can see how that would work, right? Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. I'd rather have a sport bike right now.
Oh yeah, bikes are a different ball game.
Yeah.
There's something to going, you know, well, being cruising along in whatever gear, doing 110 kilometers an hour and just dropping the gear and squeezing the throttle, and instantly you've just doubled that.
That's a different.
I like that feeling.
I like me motor. I like all fucking motorsports, cars, motorbikes, dirt bikes.
Yeah, me too.
You name it.
The only thing I never owned was a true dirt bike. I had the DR650, which is a dual purpose, but you know, and I've launched it off of things. I've launched it off of things I shouldn't have.
Yeah,
But the suspension just can't keep up, and it's a little bit heavier, obviously.
Yeah, they are heavy bike. Yeah.
But they're a great bike for like
they're good
doing
for
both, right? You know, go out the highway, turn right down the fucking dirt road, and go in for fucking miles, which is what we have here. So it's perfect for that.
Exactly. Yeah.
I miss that one too. I'd love to have both.
That's what it's designed for. So yeah, exactly right. Not
And I put the Navius DO Department of Transportation approved tires you could possibly put on it, of course, right? Which were just barely legal.
Well, knobby tires on a road is you know, not the safest.
Well, yeah, you got to drive it differently anyway. But for some reason, the Department of Transportation, that's the way that shit works. Now nobody checks bikes like that here, and especially tires. Like they don't really. If you get stopped, you get stopped for fucking speeding or something like that. They're not looking at your tires.
Your choice of tires.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not.
There's one thing, and that's important that you change the tires on a motorbike soon enough, so to speak. Yeah? And I guess every motorcyclist knows that. Yeah.
And I see the white strip.
Yeah, like I said, every motorcyclist knows they should change their tires in time.
Poor little rickless bastards.
Well, it's so easy to pop. If you can see white in the middle of the tire, that's so easy to pop. It's not funny. You run over a sharp rock, and you're done. And if you do it at speed, well, you know.
But like I said, every decent motorcyclist knows because they know if they don't change the tires, they're probably gonna slip over something shitty or.
For sure.
Yeah.
So
guaranteed.
We all know it's important. Like on a car, you have 4 tires, but on a motorbike,
I used to throw away tires that stunt guys would take and put on their bikes, because the stunt biking is low kilometers and high revs, we'll say, you know, parking lot stuff. So they really don't care about how good the rubber is, because they're going through it and they're doing burnouts and stuff. And you know, so they take takeoffs, what we call takeoffs. So what tires that I wouldn't keep on my bike, they'll gladly take, right, and put on and mount up on their bikes.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Go down to the white, mate. Even better, go down to when the steel
down
starts.
To the white is bad.
And then you can do burnouts and slip and slide everywhere.
Shouldn't be on the road if it's down to the white, man. You're down to the nylon. Like it's there's so little left.
Go until you blow, baby. Nobody said riding a motorcycle was supposed to be save life. was safe.
Yeah.
Live
Well,
on the
The
edge.
problem is you're
fun
dealing with
when it's-
something that's less than 400 pounds and it delivers about 150 horsepower, we'll say, on average.
No, it's more fun. when-
Now
yeah.
you've degraded your tire down to it's like half a mil thick.
Yeah, that's
it's
more-
recipe for disasters.
No, that's a recipe for more slippery, more fun.
Oh,
Isn't it?
yeah, slippery conditions would add to it. Yeah.
Yeah, like a girl, slippery conditions, fucking much more better than dry conditions.
Slippery when wet. Eh?
I don't mind it.
That's it, slippery when wet.
I've driven at least 100 kilometers on one particular really good piece of road by myself up front. I was with a mate, but he was behind me. And it was pouring rain, but it was 17 degrees out, and I had good tires on, and they were warmed up. So I was almost knee to the ground going around some of these corners, and I was doing it for about 100 k. And I was soaking wet, but happy, you know. I loved it. Yeah, you got to think about how the rubber interacts with the ground and temperatures involved and the physics of it. If you can think about all those things, then you can be pretty safe on a sport bike. I've been at some extreme angles.
Lick my
It's even
balls.
surprised me, but it's a different feeling. But yeah, if you can manage to control it like that and think about what's happening.
Get in
all
here,
the
Dan.
time.
I've got a question for you about motorbike tires, actually.
Who?
I want to ask Dan.
A fake Shed. Mr. Shed Show from the Shed Show.
I used to sell the stuff. I was a parts guy for the longest time in the sports bike enthusiast. You could probably ask me.
Well, what I want to do, I'll show you. Get me tire. I've got two, both street tires, but I'm doing the bigger one first, which is this one. Let me put my goddamn headphones back on.
Yeah. Okay.
Now,
Michelin.
it's supposed to, yes, Michelin. It's supposed to go that way, right? But on my EUC, someone told me, a friend of mine said,
Yeah.
put it the other way. I'm not fussed about wet weather, so going this way actually
That's
gives
the only thing. It's all about, yeah. Okay, Mars.
can,
What it's all about is moisture evacuation. So
Yeah.
if the leading edge is coming down to touch it first, you know what I mean? The leading edge of the chevron is coming to touch it on the front end of the tire going forward. So the chevrons are going away as it meets the ground. That's going to evacuate water more effectively.
Yeah, no, it's running this way is the right way.
There should be an arrow on it, Mars. There should-
I'm just telling you what I know.
on,
If it runs with the chevron points forward going
but
down,
there should be an
then it's
arrow on it,
evacuating
Mars.
water
There
effectively.
should be an arrow on the tire.
I don't need an arrow rules because
Yes,
this
there
is
is
the way
usually an
it's
arrow
supposed
on
to
the
go,
tire.
like that, right? It's supposed to roll that way, right? That's the way, so the water disperses.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But I'm not worried on my EUC. I'm not worried about water because
No, you're not riding on water.
Okay, so the only thing that's going to happen if you
That
run
way.
the other way,
You think you got
it's not
more
gonna matter
traction
for
then?
any of that, but
You
you're
get
gonna wear
more-
the tire out faster.
You get more
You
traction.
get more grip.
You-
Yeah,
you'll
more
wear the
grip,
tire out
traction.
faster, you
Yeah,
get more
grip,
traction, yeah.
sure.
Yep.
Look, it'll take because it's not a motorbike. You can't do burnouts, whatnot. So
No, but there's still torque. There's still,
wearing it
still
out
back.
is. Let me read the chat. It is accurate the way.
He's saying the same as
Yeah.
he's too
backwards,
lazy
then
to
it's
join
backwards,
video
forward,
call, lazy bastard.
forward, downward, switch
Channel
forward,
ain't
hydro
big
bike.
enough.
Yeah, same
Of
thing.
course,
right?
Dan.
Bastard.
Yeah, I get the rear tire, especially if it's on a motorbike. You want it that way, not the other way around, right? So the tread obviously rolls that way and it spreads the water out. That's the correct. Is it the correct? Yeah, it's the correct way when it
Yeah.
rolls down.
Exactly, like that, yeah.
But on an EUC, I got told to put it this way. So when it does roll, it's the grooves are the opposite way, but you get more
It's
grip.
less resistant.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you get more grip, especially when because we sort of carve and stuff like that on the
Yeah,
EUC.
I mean-
So it's-
It all boils down to what I was saying before. If your brain is in tune with physics, you can look at it and analyze it and understand exactly the physics of what's happening with it, and
Yeah.
go and make an educated choice as to which way you want to run that tire. Like there's no rule book that I know of that says you can't run a tire opposite to which way the arrow tells you to. It depending on the situation. Like, but you're going to get different results. And understanding them is the battle.
Yeah, I've heard people running it the other way, not on the back tire, but on the front tire. They run it the opposite way.
I've seen a lot of people run sport bikes do that, and they were mounted for them in most cases like that, and that's detrimental. You're gonna scallop your tire really, really quickly because it's not meant to operate in that direction at those speeds.
At those speeds, yeah. Well, motorbike's a lot faster. You're going
exactly.
kilometre an
There's
hour.
a lot more shit going on. Yeah.
These aren't going to hit over 100 kilometre an hour. So
no, exactly.
Yeah, I just thought I'd throw that question out because I know, normally you put it the right way. Especially on a car, you're not going to put your tyres back to front. That's for sure.
Yeah, even cars have directional tires.
Yeah.
Especially all-wheel drives.
Yeah, most of them are directional. So that's good. Thanks for that advice.
Yeah. That's a background that I have a great deal of experience in. That was an easy one.
Yeah. So my other tyres, they're dirt bike tyres. Well, knobbies, but yeah. And this one, on the bigger one, it's more of like a sort of a flat surface, and then it's got a curve. So when you turn, it kind of grabs, and it's hard to bring it back. And the other one is actually more rounded knobby, so it's actually easier to sort of carve.
It's what they call that is a crown. It has more of a crown on it when it's got
a flat area. Yeah, it's sort of the bigger one is sort of squarish, and then it tapers off. Whereas the other one is actually more rounded. But I want to put the street tires on because I don't ride a lot in the dirt.
You would notice that handling difference, I'd say.
You get more.
Pretty easily, eh?
You get like 20% more distance, and it'll go.
Yeah. But like the handling, you would notice the difference.
The handling, you'll notice straight away. Yeah. I've ridden a friend of mine's that had the round tire on his T4 and on his Master. Actually, had both same size. That's why I bought the same size 90/90. I've got spacers on the small one, and I've actually made spacers, little spacers, 4mm wide, to push the batteries out at the top, so the tire can actually fit. Because otherwise, it'll rub on the battery case. So actually put spacers because it's a big tire, 90/90. It's wider than that tire and the other one over there.
Well, it looks like a little bit bigger than it looks like a large scooter tire to me.
Yeah, and
the bigger of the scooter.
Yeah, the smaller one, the T4, the Begode T4, that's a 16-inch tire from top to bottom of the tire circumference. But when I put the road tire on, it's going to turn it into an 18-inch tire top to bottom.
You get
same
clearance?
Rim size is the clearance is there. Rim size is 12-inch, but the height and the width is both 90/90. So
it's a ratio.
It's a different. It's going to give me a different speed and top speed and all that kind of stuff.
But you can change your tires if you change your rims to quite a great extent on just about any vehicle. It's just depends on clearances and what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Poor little rickless bastards.
So the only clearance I've got to worry about is the width, and that's why I've got the spacers. So on the smaller one I already got the spacers.
Lick my balls!
They're already mounted. I just got to do the bigger one.
Rules is getting bored.
Lick my balls!
Checking out if it still all works.
On this bigger one, it's much better and smoother. I bought because it's got an air shock at the back. I just bought a oil-filled spring shock for it. So that's going to make it a much nicer, smoother ride, and which I'll do for the smaller one as well. I can wait at the moment.
I managed to get a $3,000 shock, or $3,500 shock for what was it? $350 from one of the suppliers that was clearing these things out. It just happened to fit my motorcycle.
Oh, cool.
It's an Ohlins. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
No, well, we're limited.
Suspension. It's Swedish, I think. But it's incredible stuff, right?
We're limited. It's got to be 190mm long and 1,000 libs. That's it. I can't go to 1,500 libs because then it's too wide and it won't fit in between the brackets.
Yeah, you gotta have the clearance.
Yeah. Dano!
There he
What's
is,
up, boys?
Mr. Master of Disaster.
I am the master of disaster. I will agree with that.
Mr. from
Me
the shit,
too.
from the chat show.
What's up?
Biggest chat show in the world, mate. You know who we got in the chat now, mate? Or in on our video calling panel is the biggest Mr. It's Daniel, the guy.
Robocock.
Hey,
Bro,
on another level.
On another level. Cheers to you, boys. Let's crack one.
Cheers.
You're always drinking without me, so I figure I'll crack a top with you.
Cheers, mate.
Get into it.
It looks like a nice
yeah.
beer.
All right, so yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Dude, I never change a tire until she blows.
Oh, I hate that.
I feel like you got to tame the beast. You know what I'm saying? It's like you never know when your horse is gonna buck. Kind of feel like that about the tire. You got to go until you tame the beast.
You stunt ride, don't you?
I did. Yeah, I used to.
Yeah. So that's
I think you learned these lessons a couple of years ago with a big crash, right? I seen some pictures.
That was like 2012, 13. I want to say
High speed?
2013. Yeah, I was going 80 on the highway. I was.
fuck.
I didn't even have. Shit, I didn't have a helmet on. I didn't have shoes
What?
on. I had slip-ons. I didn't have any pads on. Yeah, I just went up the road at like 2 a.m. to visit a friend who was having a shitty night at a bar. I had like one beer with him, and then we talked for a while, and I got him out of that suicide stage. And then it was like 4 in the morning. I left the bar, and I was riding home. It was like a 3-mile ride. It wasn't even that far. I just jumped on the highway. I was gonna jump off, and then a drunk driver cut me off, getting off the exit. I ended up realizing the bike was going to hit the median, and so I jumped and bailed over the top of the median and took the fetal position, and I hit the ground like, oh god, I don't know, 7 or 8 times before I took out the first palm tree with my chest, which broke all my ribs, and then I hit the second palm tree, which crushed my lower right vertebrae, and then I hit the next palm tree, which apparently did fractured C1 and C2 in my neck, and then the last one broke my ankle. And
Brother, you're lucky to be alive.
Well, thank you. I look
He
sexy,
sure
right?
is.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, and
Wow.
look, it wasn't even stunting. I was just going home, traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the condition of the tire? Sorry.
You'd think I'd learn, but at the same time, man, I'm an adrenaline junkie, so I feel like there's been. It's not like you can just bring an extra tire with you when you go to bike meets.
No.
And you do a lot of burnouts, and you know if you do have a really exciting night, most likely you're going home with a thread tire.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like I ride around on a thread tire so often I really don't give a shit.
Yeah. I'm in the same church, different pew. I'm on a sport bike, fucking go fast round corners side of things. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I did a little bit of that, and I'm thankful to have done it. And I owned a pretty snazzed up CBR, and I had a lot of fun on it. I do miss it.
That's what I'm riding now, man. I picked up an old. Well, hell, it's the Miguel Duhamel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the F3 Miguel Duhamel bike.
Nice.
And so it's fun, man. I'm restoring it. It's a
The
fun
old
bike.
shit is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
F4s are still a big thing, hey?
Yeah, but I didn't like the fuel injection, man. I fucking I love carbs. You can run them lean as a fucker.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And they
Well,
just
you can tailor it. But
What's
you
that?
can do that. You can do that digitally too with the
I
power.
know.
command,
Look
you
at
know,
that takes
you know,
all
it's
the-
different. It's a different. I get it. No, it's purist. I love it.
takes all the fun out of it, man. It's
I'm
like,
gonna-
just
I'm-
dial
I'm-
it in and cut shit back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a
bought it-
cylinder
you know what?
I have in the
On
back. Hold on, I'll be
after
right
I
back.
sold all my sport bikes, I ended up getting a DR650. One of the first things I enjoyed doing was taking the carb out and rejetting the fucking thing. It was an experience, you know, back to old school.
I feel like everyone that works on any kind of engine needs to understand carburetors before you move on to the other
Sure,
stuff.
man. Yeah, absolutely. And get your hands in there and fucking do it. Just, you know, don't be afraid of it.
No, and that's the thing is a lot of people see all the components inside. They're like, oh my god, that's too much.
Yeah.
I just want to replace a fuel injector when things go wrong.
Yeah.
Stupid.
You know what's simpler and goes very fast? One of them, Dan.
Ah,
Stop hating, bro. Stop.
I'm so hanging to see Dan on an EUC.
yeah,
I
do a
can't,
wheelie.
bro. I can't.
Do a wheelie.
My internal organs, bro.
And Yes, you can. Oh, I can't. Oh, my organs. And he rides a motorbike.
I do, and that's why I keep creating hernias. That's the whole reason. I just got another one. Look, I got another one. You see it poking out there?
Yeah.
I got a new one right there that now I have to push in. So that's number 4. I got 4 hernias, bro.
Hey, check this out, Daniel. What I've got here. How
What the
nicely.
fuck if I don't want to?
Hold on. Up again. Look.
Now what do you got here?
Oh, let me turn it.
What do you got?
It's a head.
Oh, it's a head.
No,
It
it's a
is, too. That's
cylinder.
very old.
No, it's a sleeve, bro.
Yeah.
You got a jug.
That's the one that's
What's
on
that
my Solex.
Oh, nice.
That
Hell
looks
yeah.
really,
I
that
did
looks like
some-
1930s, man.
Jesus.
No, mate, it's it is like 1930s. I think
Yeah,
it's
it's old.
35
It's old.
or something.
Yeah, you can tell by the fins, right? That didn't make fins like that, like beyond that.
I did
you know.
I did a little bit of the
Honing?
yeah, no, the fuel
On the
inlet.
cylinder?
That's this
Made a
one.
bigger
It's
portal.
hard to see, man. It's so dark in there.
Yeah,
it's, really
it's too hard
see
to
what's
see.
It
going
is,
on.
yeah.
I'm trying to see what you're pointing out. He's like, right fucking here, right
I think
here.
it's just have fun putting the finger in the hole.
I almost turned my flashlight on to have a look. I was like,
Fucking
hold on,
I
man.
have dirty fingers.
Rooland ordered it out.
Well, you know one thing's for sure. That was 2-stroke.
Oh, it's 2-stroke. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for the time, it would have been 2-stroke.
And it only goes like 25 kilometers an hour, but of course
Now
because we
I gotta
tickle
ask, was that running reeds at the time though?
reeds.
Reeds,
right.
reed valves.
Yeah, I remember selling those. Yeah.
Yeah. Was
Well,
that
mostly
running
for
reed valves at
students,
the
but-
time?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that is.
It's the intake that goes on the other side of what you just showed us.
Yeah.
On that flange, there would be a gooseneck that would come out.
Yeah, a
Right,
boost
have
with the exhaust. Yeah.
No, well, not
No.
the exhaust, the intake.
No.
What,
on the
how the
intake.
air is getting in.
Yeah, but that's
Right.
just
And it has
so
reed
so
valves.
small.
They're like little tabs that push together that kind of do this.
Yeah.
They
No,
go straight
no,
up the
no.
intake.
They're not.
triangles.
No.
Right.
Hold on. Let me
No reeds?
search.
Oh,
Let me
I gotta
search
see,
for
now
a
I want
link.
to see this engine. What is this engine?
Yeah, hold on.
curious what it
I'm
was.
gonna send you a link.
Yeah, I'd like to know what that is, too.
It's a lot of 2-strokes, man. The whole idea of reeds was that you didn't have to have valves.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is
Yeah, I
no
remember.
valves in.
Reed motors on go-karts. Yeah,
Well, that and jet skis and fucking everything else.
they're good
Skidoos,
motors.
a lot of skidoos. And they go with carbon fiber ones as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cost a bit of money. Ask me how I know.
Well, I've been working on enough jet skis now too, man. They're fun. They could be a big pain in the ass because they're
Oh,
constantly
anything
broken.
2-stroke is a pain in the ass. If you're not a
Yeah.
mechanic, you shouldn't own a 2-stroke at this stage.
But that's actually that motor goes on a push bike. It's not a motorbike. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a bicycle. Yeah.
I
You
think
should
if
see
you're
them racing. Oh man, they're funny when they
I've
race.
seen-
They're hilarious.
I've
Yeah,
seen
the
his little
basic
races.
principles of engine is still there.
Yeah, you've seen the bike, haven't you, Dan? Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen his little race stuff that he does on the bikes.
I love watching them, man. They're fucking funny as.
If I didn't weigh 230 pounds, I'd be trying to race my board against everybody else too, man. But I can't try to hold myself up and slide through the corners. I'm still a little too heavy for that. Those guys are doing that like 130 pounds, bro. I ain't no 130-pound dude with gloves on trying to slide through corners.
So yeah, 1, 2, 5.
Did you
Dirt
see
and
my
shit, yeah.
Wikipedia link in the chat, Daniel?
A Wikipedia?
Yeah, then you see a little bit how that bikes look. I told you before, so you probably know, but
I've seen it. You showed
Yeah.
me the races.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's
This is my first rodeo, bro.
That's some great motocross footage.
Yeah, good times. But yeah, like I said, they're always
Oh, damn, man. It's in another language and shit.
yeah, Solex.
Oh.
Search Solex on your Wikipedia.
In Indian use
This is the-
Janjanken
Ja. Klingisch.
Du up in Arperkinia, Opaslaka. Jesus, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not even
Dutch.
trying to read that, man.
That's Dutch, mate. That's Dutch. Looks Klingers, right?
Fucking sprachen Sie Deutsch? Oh.
Wir kommen dich zu holen. Sie werden
That's what
dich
I'm
nicht
saying.
finden.
German
Niemand
and
wird
Dutch
dich
are like
finden.
angry languages. No matter what, you could be telling the most lovely story
Yeah,
ever
and
in
I'm
German
angry.
or in Dutch, and it sounds just like an angry story.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful day outside, and in that language, it's like "Kaka se zuben and yakwaten." Like what? Fuck, man.
Yeah. But it ain't. It ain't. Yeah, only when you live in the south of the Netherlands, then it's.
Oh my goodness.
Good times.
Oh, dude. So bloated right now. I can't take my water pills right now because I'm prepping for surgery, so everything's all bloated. Ugh.
I had
My face.
too much spare ribs today.
No, don't hate on the meat, bro. Meat is where it's at.
Yeah, a little bit meat is good, but
I eat a lot of chicken, bro.
Chicken.
He had too many spare ribs.
yeah, I had too, so I'm a little bit bloated too.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that pregnant feel going on.
Yeah,
My last
yeah,
two
yeah.
videos, you can tell I'm just like super bloated. Everything's tight. It's all like.
Well, maybe
Just
you-
means I'm having too much sodium and too much sugar lately.
Look at the sugar, bastard. No, you're doing good. You're looking healthy, mate. Looking healthy.
I'm trying.
Yep.
On another level.
Yeah, I'd like to still get rid of the puffiness right now. though.
Yeah,
Very
you don't
puffy.
get rid of that. That's your face. So yeah, deal with it.
Oh, Jesus. He's like, that's your face, bro. Deal with it.
Yeah, you got a couple of that lines here. You know, your cheeks, where your cheeks.
Your dimples.
No, those. Yeah, from the nose down to the side.
Yeah, well, that's from weight loss.
Yeah.
You can see where it pushes where the weight loss was.
Yeah.
So good, mate.
Yeah, right there.
Well, that's good. That's
Yeah. Yeah, you don't
You
go
know-
from a face.
You know how to get rid of that then?
Yeah, eat
It's
more
easy.
pussy.
No, sticky tape. When you go to bed,
Oh,
sticky
yeah.
tape it.
Nah.
Yeah, no, that'll always be loose, man.
Character. It gives you character.
Yeah, that's it.
Heck, man, your whole thing just went like blurry there, Rue.
Who? Me?
You.
Your
Yeah,
camera.
then I
Yeah,
probably I showed something that's not allowed, and then they go blurry.
bandwidth.
Well, you know what
Bro,
I
these
showed then.
plastics are taking forever, man. I did get my Repsol shirt in, and my gear, my new Repsol gear came in, but I'm still waiting on the plastics. This is getting really annoying, man. How long it's taking these plastics to get here? Because I just want to be out ripping on the bike. It's ready for the road. I'm not gonna drive it like that too much without plastics because it just looks retarded.
It does. You know the Repsol thing when the bike first came out, when was it? 09, on the 1000. There was it was like $2,000 more. And for me to sell plastics over the counter to anybody who had one of these bikes, I required the serial number, which is something that you'd never ask for plastics. So you just go, well, sometimes you would, sometimes you wouldn't. But yeah, you couldn't sell it to anybody who didn't have a serial number that fell in that scope of Repsol.
Right.
It's a special edition.
Sure. Well, I mean, I could have gone with the original Dumel, Miguel Dumel's, which would have been the Smokey Joe's plastics at the time in '95 when he was winning the AMA. It was the Smokey Joe's. Yeah. And I saw that kit and I'm like, I really don't. That's a little too old-fashioned for me, man. I kind of want to have the new age a little bit, at least, Yeah. So I didn't go with the original plastics. I went with the Repsol kit, but I don't know.
Castrol kit for
I still don't have my motor driving license. Maybe I should do that.
You should do that.
Yeah, well, I'm 51. People gonna say you're in, you know,
Yeah. They're gonna be like, "Do you think he's compensating for something?"
yeah. Well, I never bothered to get it because a lot of friends had a motorbike. You know, I could ride them if I like, and I never got caught. And the only thing is when you're in an accident, of course, then you're in trouble.
Fuck,
I used to
just
sneak in the driveway. My buddy's bike, I used to borrow it. No license, no insurance, no nothing. Borrow it and bring it home. And as soon as I turn onto the street where I live, I'd shut the bike off. No light, no nothing. Just idle it down to the back of the driveway. So mom wouldn't know.
Yeah, I did that. I did that when I was 13 on my first 40cc moped. How you call that? Scooter thingy.
That's it, moped.
Yeah.
Moped.
Vespa. No, it wasn't the Vespa. I had a Yamaha. It was real old school with clutch in the handles.
Oh, it had a clutch.
Yeah. For good times.
Yeah, that's it. I agree, Bill. Fuck what people say, mate. Just fucking do it, rules.
Yeah, well, you know if you're 50 and you start buying a bike, then people say, "Hey."
Alright, so I did get the whole jersey set up, the whole Repsol. Yeah.
Nice.
So
Nice.
I believe it also has the Red Bull, one way, one heart, all that craziness. But yeah, so I figured this would be perfect for the Repsol.
Must be a new one.
Quality gear.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Repsol did not have nothing to do with Red Bull.
Yeah, well, they're definitely a sponsor of Repsol now, or HHRC.
Yeah. Because I remember, was it Wayne Gardner? I think. Yeah. He was world champion for many years.
Yeah.
Did you see? Do you like Formula One, Daniel?
Yeah, I don't really get it. Well, are we talking bikes or are we talking cars?
Cars.
I don't really get into it like that.
No, neither do
I don't know. I watch F1 stuff like that. I don't really get into the Formula One stuff.
Yeah, but that is F1. What I'm like Max Verstappen going with the other dudes.
Red Bull.
Well, fuck, over here we just call it F1.
Yeah, F1. Formula One.
Yeah, well, I guess that's right. Formula One. That makes total sense now.
Yeah, F1. Formula One.
Well, I just called it F1. I was like, okay, F1.
Well, years ago it was Grand Prix cars. You know, but
I'm in a fantasy league. I follow it a little tiny bit. I've been educated by it. Let's say that. I can't follow it tooth and nail because I don't have the time for that.
Yeah.
Hey, QD.
Raw streams F1, I get to watch it for free.
Oh yeah, there's no problem to find a free stream for F1.
Well, there is. If you want a good stream, it's pretty harsh if you don't want to cut it out and have to reload. If you want to, so I just I think it's cost you 70 or 80 euros a year on the F1 website to pay that, and then you can watch all races. You can even click on board and shit like that. It's pretty cool.
Hey, Queen Babe.
Waving at everyone in here.
Yeah.
Pretty good, Queen Bee.
Soon Oscar's going to be giving the royal wave to
Max is that dude is on another level, mate. He's got a good car, of course, but
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Those guys are all millionaires, eh? They got contracts like 30-40 million dollar contracts, you know.
All the teams are playing catch up.
Yeah.
Depending on how you spend your money, you might be set for life, or
Yeah, they are set for life. If they race like 4 or 5 years.
If you manage your money right, that you can quickly sink yourself if you go way too far.
Of course.
And some do, right? That's the thing.
My lady just got home, so I got to get off here. But yeah,
Oh.
she's ready to talk.
talk or something else?
Bring her on.
You're getting
That's what you
spanked.
should do. Bring her on.
You're gonna get spanked.
Or I'm doing it, one or the other.
One or the other, yes.
I'll let you know afterwards. I'll catch you guys later, man.
Yeah, thank
Alright,
you,
Dan, have a
mate.
good one, mate.
Thanks for
Take care.
joining.
Yes, sir. Toodles.
Peace.
Doodle.
Just finished my my 3D prints. Hey to Miss Rebel. Miss Rebel is yeah, well, laying down on the couch. Niet lekker, Rebel. Sucking
I
her
don't know where
toes.
mine is.
Print come up good? Yeah, looks nice.
Yeah. A bit of cleaning and then it should be good. Yeah. Yeah, it's good enough. But I do that tomorrow.
So Mars, how's winter down there?
It's not too bad yet. We're still in autumn, not in winter yet, I think. But we're not far off of winter. It's getting a little bit fresh, The night time's getting cold. The daytime's not bad, about 15, 16 degrees. Sometimes rain, sometimes no rain. But the nights are getting cold. And us stupid bastards go riding on our EECs. It's like freaking 5 degrees at night. But it's not too bad when you're riding. You actually, it's a little bit fresh, but it's all right. I just wear it.
Keep power to it, yeah.
Yeah, I wear my hoodie, my motorbike jacket, and I'm pretty warm. By the time we stop, like, you're still warm and stuff like that. So when it's windy, it's a little bit extra cold. But if it's not too windy, it's been not bad lately. Not bad.
Good. Yeah, I miss riding, but I'd love to have another bike of some sort, any sort at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when I was young, I had a Kawasaki KLR 250 4-stroke road trail. That was all right, but I never got my license with it. So I got pulled over once by a cop. He let me off, made me push it all the way home.
Yeah.
Which I didn't push it all the way home. I waited till he was gone. I pushed it around the corner and I got on it.
Even he knows that.
yeah. He knew straight away. So I waited and then went around the corner, but I didn't ride on the road. I rode along the creek. We've got a back trail that we can sort of ride on to get back to where I live, and I just rode the trails back home.
Yeah, you know what it is, Mars? Back when I was a kid, police officers were way more cool than nowadays.
Nowadays, yeah.
Of course,
definitely.
it's busier on the road, etc. But nowadays, people can't. If you're like 13 or 14 years old and you get your first dirt bike or something, and you have to clean it up, because it's obviously second hand, and you gotta get it running, and then you got it running, and then when you go to the streets nowadays, they probably call the police, And back when I was like 14 or 13, the police would come and then they would say to you, "Hey, Roland, but I just got it started, mate. I finished. Look at my dirty hands, and I fixed it. Happy." And then they would say, "Put it in the back, because it's not allowed to do that." But nowadays you get there's no mercy, Okay, you get a fine and you gotta go to the court law if you don't have a driver's license and if it's not insurance, etc.
I always try to keep those things in line. So, that's one of the most important things in my life is to try to keep that shit in line. Make sure you get your licenses up to date.
But like when you're 13, you buy a dirt bike, and you're gonna you know, in the backyard, you're making it clean, and you started to work on it, and you make sure it runs great, and then you do a test drive in the street. Yeah, and then problems. Yeah.
What did I eat today? Coffee and Scotch finger biscuits. That was my breakfast. That was 5 hours ago.
All right, I'm gone, boys. You have a great night.
All right, you
Take
too,
it easy,
mate.
mate.
Take care, huh?
I'm sorry. Oh yeah, yeah, Queen Bee. We all get
moved
our
for 9 days.
shitty days, huh?
Is that a woman thing, Queen Bee?
Yeah,
9
probably.
days.
Yeah.
So 9 days, just keep away from her. Nah, I'm joking.
The red flag. What do you call it?
Well, at least you're in a good mood now, Queen Bee. That's good.
Where did Roger go?
Who?
Roger. Roger.
Abbas. Gone to play with his pussy.
Ah.
He said goodbye. He said he had to
Yeah,
go, so.
but he was quick.
Yeah, that's all good.
And you put some beers cold. Else I don't have cold beer.
Oh no.
Yeah, need to do that.
Put it in the fridge. Yeah, go on. We'll whack some beer in the fridge.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you up in the mic. Where's the bum? That's you. Yeah. And I'm gonna take a piss.
It's on. Yeah.
Oppa. He's back.
Oppa.
I already got your videos running here, Mars. See?
Yeah, I thought better to run that than people stare at my head not talking.
Ah, okay.
That's why I threw it up.
I need to. You found I've been having problems with the neighbors. I reacted a breaking point of being fed up. Ah, yeah, okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's those.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I'm lucky I got good neighbours.
Yeah, I don't have. Yeah. Yeah, well. They're not my
When
friends.
you got one neighbour behind you.
Yeah, but I'm
it, yeah.
free, you know, with my house. But I don't have problem with that one, like in the back of my knee.
Behind you.
Yeah, that one, neither. And the other one, only a little bit. He was talking about the rebel barking. But he has a dog too, and his dog barks too. So yeah, shut the fuck up, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And but all friendly, yeah. So yeah. And the one in the back, no problems, but we need to fix a couple of things about the border of the garden, you know.
Yeah.
Because when I have to cut my roof because it's overhanging like 20 centimeters on his land, so to speak, then we get back at the front also, and then we put back the border straight away how it should be. Simple as that. So not only me, then you also gonna lose like a couple of centimeters, a half a meter. So for him it's gonna be a pain in the ass to park his car. Yeah, fuck it. I mean, if I have to, you know, my shed is back there, and it has a slightly angled roof. And this part was hanging over like 20 or 25 centimeters at on his land. Side. Yeah. And he was building like a shed here, so we had a problem. So because of course he wanted to go as close as possible to the border.
Right on the line, yeah.
So I get that, but also where I parked my car, where the caravan stood, you know, in front of that line, he has like this much space that's from me. So I said to him, well, if I have to cut that one, then we also gonna replace the fence, and because not only
he's
me.
Got to move his shit over. That's right. Yeah. Fair's fair.
Yeah. So not a big problem, but I need to fix it. And I said to him, it's not that important to me, but if you're strict to that, then I'm strict to this. Simple as that. So
exactly. The neighbourhood would be better if management would evict the problematic people. Yes, that's true.
The neighborhood would be better if management would evict the problem. Yeah, I'm not sure on what kind of area you live, but over here it's most of the people are pretty decent. Of course there are assholes, and I have a big fist and I usually knock them down.
That's why all my neighbours behave. They're not too freaking scared of me.
I'm joking, of course, because some guys are pretty big.
I'm not.
But I'm not eating they don't eat my cheese from my bread, so to speak. If I never start problems, but if anybody starts a problem.
The neighbour that lives here behind me, he's just as old as my mum, so he's never a problem. Just the visitors he gets, they're like church people, and they decide to sing church music. So what I do, I go to my bedroom, which is just over there, which
then you turn up the music.
I turn up my music and shuts them up straight away. And the neighbours behind me, yeah, they're fine. I've never had issue with them. They're actually renting the place, but never have an issue. The neighbours next to me on the other side, yeah, he's good. We get along great. He's got the concrete pump and that. He's a really good neighbour. Across the road, well, we used to have good neighbours. They were Polish people, but they passed away, and now their house has been sold, and there's guys renting there. And well, they were a problem because they kept parking a car across the road, and they're not allowed to park across the road because there's a white line. You're not allowed to park in front of that white line.
Yeah, same here. Like in front of
so
my
I
house
told
now.
them, look, you just can't park there. Otherwise, I can't get out the driveway. I said, if I can't get out the driveway, we're going to have a big fucking problem. So please move your car. And don't wave to them. I don't say hello to them. I don't care because they're renting. They could be gone by next week. You know what I mean?
Oh, just got to
So
tell him, man, you can't park here because...
Yeah. But all the people around here, the neighbourhood, yeah, they all know me, and they've all been here all my life. I was a little kid, and so I've been. We're lucky here, very lucky.
Yeah, well, I moved, of course, from my where my dad lived. That was my my how you call that? Where I grew up, so to speak. Yeah, I was like 30 or something when I went away. Yeah, so 30 years. But nowadays already 20 years over here also, so yeah. Time's flying.
Yeah, but Queen Bee, it's illegal for them to do background check.
No, they do that here, Mars. They do that if you are renting from, well, not if you're renting from private thing rental, but if you rent from I'm not sure how you say that in English.
Yeah, but that's a breach of privacy. They're not supposed to.
Yeah, but if they keep a little list, you know, and if you,
I mean, police check, not you know.
Yeah, but if you have a bad name in renting houses, etc., there are some people that always make trouble, you know, and they
your name will come up, but they can't actually do background check like police record and things like.
Oh no, but that's not important if they behave and act normal,
yeah. So it's hard to, people that rent real estates. I don't know if someone's a criminal or not. They're not going to know.
Yeah, well, like I said, over here they're doing their best. And where I live, most of the people bought their house. So yeah, they want to keep their house in good condition. And just families, you know. But in the area there are, of course, well, not here, but if you go to the bigger cities, there are areas where there's only like rented houses. Some places are, well, not bad, but
Yeah, here you need two references to rent a property. So someone's got to give you a reference. Otherwise, you're not going to get into that rental property. So if you've mucked up with somewhere else beforehand with a rental property, they're going to know. So pretty much you won't be getting rent. So
but you got over here. You have also social rent, you know, social rent where those usually aren't the richest people, and they usually are a little bit more.
Like the government. You go on a list. Then, you wait till you get it. It's cheaper rent.
Government housing, does background checks on every person before renting out. Yeah. However, they only do 5 years back. They need to do. Well.
Right. Someone's done something 10 years prior to that.
Yeah, well, but I think 25 years back is also, of course, a long time. People can change in 25 years.
That's too much.
Yeah. Because,
I mean, look, I'll give you an example. If they did something like that with me, I'd never be able to rent a property because I've been to jail before, which had nothing to do with renting a house.
That's why I say, well, if you...
that's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't always balance out, you know what I mean? So that's why I don't do criminal background checks. and I wasn't a criminal. I went to jail for fighting, so that's different.
Yeah, but it can.
I'm not a thief, so. But it's hard because it's catch-22. You know what I mean?
Listen, Mars, I've been to jail and I had a lot of speeding tickets. I lost my driver's license 3 times over speeding, but it's all like 20 years ago, you know. But once, if I ever get back to that court room, they always, hey, but then boop, you did this, then, you know, the record is there, you know, so yeah.
It never goes away.
No, well,
and
they said it should,
hard.
but if you're,
it's hard.
You know,
hard.
one little misstep and, hey, Rooland, look at this.
Correct. Yeah,
not that I kill anybody, you know, because if you look at some crimes that are done, and what I did, you know, a murderer is like 7 years and then he's out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I did a couple of speeding tickets and it's sticking to me as till the rest of my life, and
Right.
punish you hard and gotta pay hard, you know. So yeah, it's
And government housing
the best thing, the best thing,
because they're going to help the people that are bad apples. They're going to help them. So
yeah, because they don't have shit and they don't give a shit, and that's basically the thing that you gotta do. If you don't give a shit, what the fuck, you know. And I'm a little bit decent, you know. We're all a little bit decent, and we understand our that we need to be living a normal life, of course. But a couple of speeding tickets, they get you much, they suck you out, you know. But if you kill someone, then
it's all right.
It's not all right, but it's if you look at the different standards, you know, fucking speeding ticket, what fuck on the highway, on the highway, not in
Queen
in the
Bee,
street.
they get a 12-year sentence, good behaviour, they're out in 7.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, or when they're like a lunatic, you know, then they get I forgot the name. Fuck. TBS. Then they need to go to psychologists, etc. That could take years before you go out, get back. But it's if you look at the different, you know,
The best thing for Queen Bee is to get herself out of that government building or whatever you're living in, and try to get you. Unfortunately, you're the one that's going to have to leave. You would think it's the other way around, but you're always going to get bad neighbours. Always, it's not going to stop. Unfortunately, that's government housing, government apartments. Yeah, it's always going to be shit people in that.
Not always. Not always. Over here, like I said, most of the time over here, it's pretty. People living, they know you have to live with each other, you know, and make the best of it, and they do that.
If it's apartments, it'll never stop. A house is a bit different.
Yeah, well, there are houses too, you know. There are apartments, there are houses here that you can rent from the government, and like I said, most of the people are really. But of course, there are some assholes, and usually. What happens, because the whole block is starting to get annoyed by the bad family, and then they would go there and you know, hey, what the fuck are you doing here, you know?
Nothing
so
you can do.
The normal people
there's nothing you can do. As long as they pay the rent, it doesn't matter. They're not going to kick them out, trust me. It's not going to happen. Yeah, it takes years if you want to kick them out. That's for sure. Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, especially in like an apartment sort of complex, yeah, you're gonna have no chance of getting rid of it. No chance whatsoever. And even if you get rid of them, you're gonna get some other idiots that are just as bad, if not worse, moving in. So best thing you do is move yourself out and get a house, and then you don't have to worry about it. Which is not easy for anyone, you know what I mean? But that's just the life in that kind of government housing complex. That's just life. That's simple as that.
Danny's still not joining our chat. Lazy bastards.
You go, Queen Bee. You fucking get him.
Maidmeyer, that's right. Yeah, I'm always reasonable. Yeah, I went to some bars and yeah, couldn't be reasonable there.
Bars are
Bar fight. Yeah, really, Mars. I seen shit, young mate. I went down 2 times in a bar. One from billiard ball. They from behind. They spanked me with a billiard ball. They had a billiard ball in their hands, and then BOOM! Right on the head. Yeah, that's when I went down. And one time also, I didn't went down, but I was dizzy. Also, a guy from behind, pop, right on the chinner. And then I woke up. Oh, mate. You don't want to know what happened then.
Bring it on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy wasn't happy. No. I grabbed him by the balls, mate. Right on the billiard table, and boom, 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 boom. Yeah, well, strong, eh? It wasn't like no, it was full power.
Pain comes around. Try and smash them tablets, them painkillers, Danny.
Yeah, probably better, Danny. Sleepy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's if you can sleep with pain. Usually, yeah, you got to take some sort of tablets to help you rest and.
Yeah, but you're not. Yeah, I'm not sure what pain you're feeling, of course, but usually your body or your brains make also like a natural painkiller.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
But if the pain is too hard, yeah,
then forget about it.
Then you need some shit. Yeah. But I don't like pills,
It's all right, Danny. Just roll a big trumpet, mate. You'll
yeah,
be fine.
maybe. Yeah, that would probably give him the rest. Yeah, but it's probably a better painkiller than any chemicals. What they made. The last time I went to the doctor, Mars. Oh no, I had to do my driver's license because I have a truck driver's license. I had to physics to get it longer. The license.
Physical,
Physical exam, yeah. But then I also had to bring my medical papers for what I'm having for meds. Basically,
if you're taking any medication.
Yeah, any medication. Yeah, that's it. And I had to go to the house doctor. The first
local doctor.
The local doctor where you go first if you have a grown-in tail Said I have to have that paper for what meds I'm using. Yeah, but Roland, you're not using any meds. No, but they want to see it at that. And so they gave me a letter. Yeah, well, with nothing. And then I went to that guy, to that other doctor for the driver's license, and he looked at that paper. Nothing. You know, like 50, 51, no pills, nothing.
Yeah.
He was amazed, and also about my BMI, you know, fat BMI, your body mass index.
Oh yeah.
I said, yeah, the only thing I'm worried about, I said to him, is my eyes.
Eyes, yeah.
They're getting old. Yeah, fuckers. Yeah, California is.
Yeah, if it's a good price, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've got some EUC friends there that ride around in Cali, up in the mountains on the mountain bike trails. I love watching them ride around there. Freaking awesome. Ship them out to the Antarctica. That's funny. The desert, yeah. There's a desert over there. Texas is.
There's a movie about that too. There's a movie, or a couple of movie problematic people shipped to space or somewhere. Yeah. Ship them to Mars.
That'd be good, wouldn't it? No, not coming to fucking me, mate. Get the fuck out.
I mean Mars. Mars.
No. Yeah, that could be an idea. Well, that's what England used to do with all the criminals. They ship them to Tasmania when Australia was, in its younger days. Yeah. And so they got rid of the problematic English people. Ship them to Australia. But that's a true story. Yeah. They used to ship convicts to Tasmania. Yep. Because Australia was the mainland and Tasmania's that bottom bit at the bottom of Australia. So yeah, they used to ship them to Tasmania.
I see the emotions bouncing.
The emojis are working. Yeah. Yeah, they're working.
Like I said, they only work when I'm in because it's over my link now. But if you have, it's I'm not sure, Trouwens, by the way, if it works on Mac. Probably.
Yeah,
not.
It worked.
Yeah, but it's my link. But I'm not sure if you can put in that plugin in your Chrome browser. Maybe Mac doesn't like it, you know.
Yeah, well, when I opened it, was a blank page. There was.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see nothing. There was nothing to click or.
No, there is nothing.
Just a blank page.
it is a plugin that I have to. Well, it's a plugin that you load into Chrome. Then you start it and boop boop boop. You know, you put the link in and then it works. But only when you pop out the chat, etc., etc. And now you got my link, so to speak. So if I'm not in the stream, on your stream or I don't know where, and I didn't pop out the stream in Chrome, then it wouldn't work. If you get what I'm.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, but it worked
JDS.
Before when I was. Hey JDS, what's going on, Mouser?
Holy fuck, Mars! It's Mars. It's
yeah, it
Roland.
worked earlier on the website, but that's because you had it open. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I can do it with any chat, but It needs to pop out, so to speak. Pop out the chat, and then so when you're doing a live stream and you thinking, then if I'm not in and I didn't pop out the chat on your chat, then it wouldn't work. No.
Got ya.
Because you don't have that plugin installed yourself with your own link,
And
blah blah.
Where do you get the plugin from? From the OBS
From
site?
Steve from Video Ninja.
Oh, from Ninja.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it's a different program plugin.
Yeah.
It's a plugin you load into Chrome. You got the Chrome browser, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then you can have that plugin. You load that plugin, and once it's loaded, you can just turn it on and off. And
Okay, yeah.
I'll show you.
Yeah, because I was going to actually ask you that because
Yeah, it's better that you have your own link then.
on that link you showed me, to turn it off, I have to delete all the browsers in all the
or
things.
just click that I button, so it doesn't show.
Yes. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah.
But yeah, it's. I am a lady. Hi to you. Yeah, there's not much ladies in my stream lately, Queen Bee. So we're all happy. Maybe GDS.
I did get one to your web stream.
But I still haven't. She was jumping in and out, eh? Oh well, the chat was.
Yeah, but she worked out how to sign in, so now she
maybe
fixed
next
the name
time.
up. Maybe next time, yeah.
Queen Bee, I know. Let's go to the Mausers here. Paste. This one. Yeah. Oppa. That's the invite link, JDS. Flying
Oppa.
Knook, if you like to join.
Yeah, that's it. Get in here, Queen Bee and JDS.
I think I'm gonna grab a
Let's
drink.
have a party.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab a drink.
When are you buying an EUC, JDS? Huh? Get your EUC on, mate. Yeah, watch Mars riding an EUC. You can do it. You can do it. I actually just got a new fairing. Well, didn't just get it, but I've had the fairing kit when I bought the EUC, and I just recently got the power pads for it. Put them on and went for a test ride. Yeah. He's riding good, the master. The master Fig Jam Mars is back. Dinner, bacon and eggs. Yeah, I love it, JDS. Freaking awesome fun. And you get to go places where, I wouldn't be going with a car, put it that way. So you'd never see them. You'd never see that place. The amount of trips I've made in the city is awesome. Like I said, don't go there with a car. Don't walk there because it's too far. So yeah, getting on the EUC is pretty good. And same as a push bike, that's too far to ride unless I go on the train, but because I don't put the push bike, mountain bike in the car. So yeah, EUC is a good thing. Great way to get around, that's for sure. And chicks love it. They love it. So do guys, but yeah, I'm not interested in guys. I like to teach chicks.
Stuttering, Mars. You're stuttering.
to teach chicks, mate. You know, the girlies.
The titties.
Yeah.
Yeah, girls. Well, us boys, yeah. It's kind of strange, huh?
That's good.
Yeah.
It's good fun.
You know, you grow up, starting to like girls, And then even when you grow older, you even like them more.
You still like girls. Yeah.
They harmed you a couple of ways down the road, etc.
Yeah, they give you headaches. Not always, sometimes.
Nah, not always.
But then we can give them headaches, so
Yeah,
same.
It's a bit the same, right?
Same. Solo is my style. Yeah, I don't mind riding around my area on my own. People freak out, but I like riding in groups. It's just awesome, man. It's awesome. Group rides are the best.
Yeah, it's like flying. It's like flying a drone Mars. There's not a lot of people around that have the same hobby, so you're lucky that there's a little group.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, and sometimes the group rides are pretty big. You know, 20 plus riders. That's
Yeah, well, that's if I go to Utrecht over here, then where EBR's flying, then I would meet like 20 flyers. It's flying around the office there. But yeah, it's a 45-minute drive and a 45-minute drive back. Yeah, I'm not always in the mood to drive 1.5 hour.
Yeah, exactly. Going to leave the live and running while I go for a walk. Enjoy your walk, Queen Bee.
Oh, great.
Good on you.
Make sure you lift them knees.
Yeah, lift them knees.
Yeah.
Yeah, it tires you out. That's good. Good on you, Queen Bee.
Usually, not looking at your phone is also a good thing, because phone is
I don't.
It's not the same as watching television. It got different blue that keeps your brain awake or something. I read something about that a couple of days ago.
But me, sometimes when I watch TV, not when I was younger, but now that I'm a bit older, sometimes I can't stay awake watching TV. I'll fall, and it's the worst because you fall asleep on the couch, then you got to wake up and go to bed, then you can't sleep. Ah, goddamn.
You too, Queen Bee. Thank you.
Yeah. Enjoy your walk.
Now, but like your phone screen gives you a lot of blue light, they say.
Yep.
And that's keeping you awake. Well, your brain, you're.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a daylight thingy for your brain. And of course, in front of the television, they figure that out, but on your phone it really is. So what the people or the sleeping what do you say that? The sleeping people, the sleeping professionals say, quit using your phone 1.5 hours before you go to sleep.
Before bed.
Yeah, because then your eyes are getting tired, and that's all good, Queen Bee. But I'm sitting always in front of a monitor.
Oh yeah, even me sometimes in watching the IMAX screen or the other one, and all of a sudden I just feel like dozing off.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
I get to bed, can't sleep.
I have to say, mate.
I hate that.
It's like sitting on the couch watching TV,
doze off.
Doze in, or doze off, and good time to go to bed. And then go to bed.
Go to bed, can't sleep.
Fuck.
It's the worst.
What I'm doing here. That. Yeah.
I hate that. Better off just staying on the couch. But then if you sleep on the couch, then you wake up with a sore neck, and because you don't sleep properly.
Bought a new couch yesterday, by the way.
Oh yeah, you were saying you bought a couch.
I did already. Yeah. It's about time, because this one is getting a little bit
old.
Yeah, and it's like yeah, it's not so sturdy anymore, so to speak.
The sponge.
Yeah, but it just doesn't sit any right anymore.
Yeah.
Fuck. Chat with you later. So.
Oh yeah, Friday night. The video I was playing, that was Friday morning when I went for a ride. And the last time I rode the Master, I struggled on it. Not anymore, Rules. Now that I've done 1,000 kilometers on the small one, riding the Master is like beautiful now, Rules.
Better.
Beautiful. Yeah, heaps better.
And then sell that little one and keep the big one.
No, I'll keep the little one, which because it's good for learning and teaching other people. Like especially if my son wants to learn, it's good for him to learn on.
Yeah,
and there's nothing wrong with the small one. I like the small one because it's a bit more maneuverable. But I want the bigger one because one, I can go faster. Two, I'll get further distance. I don't have to take a charger if we go on big rides. Over 100-kilometer ride.
Yeah, well,
I don't have to worry about taking a charger. Yeah, whereas
easy choice then, huh?
Yeah, I've got to bring the charger with the small one.
Yeah,
a lot of the time.
But it would be easy choice for me, so to speak.
Yeah. So I'm going to keep it. My son wants to learn whatever. If anything, I'll sell it. If not, I'll give it to my son.
I would or give it away to your son, the little one, or just when you go riding.
It's good to keep because it's a good wheel. So
but if you don't ride it,
Well, look, the way I look at it, if anything happens to the bigger one, I've got the smaller one as a spare.
That's what we do with the drones too. That's what we do.
Maybe I might sell the scooter instead. You know what I mean? And
that thing I would because you never ride that scooter anymore. So yeah,
I haven't ridden it in a while. Yeah, exactly. So I might sell the scooter.
Yeah.
I like the scooter though. I still like it. You know what I mean?
You like it, but you don't ride it. So yeah. Sell it because if you wait,
better to sell. Yeah, exactly, Rules. You know what I mean?
It's always less money after a couple of years because you.
Correct.
So sell it. So you get you only get a little bit of losing money and good.
Well, that's what I wanted to do with the big one because I make good profit. But then,
you start riding it and you feel like
I might still sell the bigger one. And get the second, like I said, there's a version 2 now that's out, so yeah, might get that one instead because that'll have better metal battery boxes. That's got plastic ones and things, little small things that are a little bit
make
better.
It better.
Hey, Justin, what's going on, Justin?
Justin, lazy bastard.
Justin might jump into the chat, into the stream. Sorry, he's already in the chat. Duh.
I think Justin is almost getting ready for his own stream. I didn't see him coming up last weekend. Could be wrong, but would be nice if he joins us for a couple of minutes. The lazy bastard.
I was busy last weekend. I couldn't join.
See?
Oh, yeah,
see? Same, always the same human. Always.
I know. Excuses.
Always thinking about our own channel. Huh? Lazy bastards.
Lazy bastards.
But it's 1:45 and
it's getting late at your side.
We might jump in on his channel
Justin
for a couple of minutes because if I look at my stats, we only got 3 people watching.
Way!
There he is.
What's going on, Justin?
Not much. I figure I'd pop in for a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a good
why
idea,
not?
mate. What you got behind you?
Oh, that's the maps.
Yeah.
That's the map of the city of the server I play in.
Okay. Oh, from
it's
the
like the
game.
different-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's from just the different sections.
Good times, mate.
Well, sometimes we what we do is we block off certain sections of the cities. So
Yeah.
if there's not a lot of people playing, we'll play in one little specific section. So it's not so spread out.
Yeah, make it smaller.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. I did a lot of Battlefield game. I'm not sure if you know the game, but I think so. If you're a gamer.
Oh yeah. Battlefield's well known.
Yeah. I love Battlefield 2. That was best one. I erased that 1942 yesterday because it was taking a lot of space on my hard disk and I just don't play it. But also, amazing game. I like playing together with people, you know, and okay, let's grab that flag over there and going there, of course, you with a tank, me as a sniper, and the other dude as something else. Kill him! He's left in front of you. Yeah, it's always fun.
Yeah, I was actually live twice last week.
Gaming.
Yeah, I went live Sunday night and Saturday night because we were off Monday for Memorial Day. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
what's up, JDS Queen Bee?
Yeah. Put your link in the chat because there's not much to do over here, and probably your stream is gonna be a little bit more crowded. Invite some bastards maybe that are in here still lurking.
Yeah.
Mars is still awake. Poo.
Yeah, mate. I'm still going. I'll be awake till very late tonight. Been drinking a lot of fucking coffees.
Red Bull.
What are you going out somewhere tonight, or are you just hanging out at the house?
No, I'm probably going for a ride on the EUCs tonight.
Ah, nice.
No rain and then next week's a big weekend. We got 7 people coming from interstate.
I don't think you're gonna ride tonight, Mars, because Spain Grand Prix Formula 1 is.
I'll still be riding. I'll watch it when I get home. Because we're not going to have a late night tonight because people got to work tomorrow morning, so it won't be a
then you wouldn't
late.
be. Because I think Formula 1 starts like at 4 o'clock my time, so plus 4 your time. 4. Yeah, and then it's 8 o'clock p.m. for you. Yeah.
Yeah, 8 p.m. It's an early Grand Prix for us. Yeah.
We love to see the Formula 1. Do you like racing Formula 1? Watching at Formula 1, Justin?
I used to watch NASCAR back in the day, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I don't really watch Formula 1.
No. Any sports you like to watch?
If anything, maybe Indy cars and NASCARs. Yeah.
Oh, I'm just gonna say this because it's your show. I don't watch sports much anymore because they got too political. I'll just leave it at that.
That's But
So that's one of the reasons why I don't.
Yeah,
watch
but
it
I
anymore.
feel the same. I feel the same. I feel the same. Yeah.
But in like your younger days, you would have been NASCAR and Indy cars. Yes.
NASCAR and football was the two I mainly watched.
All right. Not into Indy cars, not watching Indy or.
No, I never did. A lot of my uncles did though. They were into that NASCAR and all that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Usually over there, it's NASCAR and Indy cars rather than Formula 1. Yeah.
And then you had what was it called? The IROC series.
Yep.
That was a different one. It's kind of like NASCAR, but a little different.
Little different. Yeah. Yeah, IROC mostly Corvettes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what they were. I never really watched them. Like I said, my uncles were really into that, but we used to get free tickets for NASCAR every year through my dad's companies and through the military base and all that. You could get like really good deals on tickets, or you could get them free from certain people. So I went to the California Speedway 5 years in a row, and to the Vegas Speedway twice.
Yeah. You know, if I ever come over to the States, the first place I'm going to is the 4-lane drag strip. Fucking, oh, mate, I can't wait. Because top fuelers are the best thing that you'll ever witness in your life when you feel the ground shake and them starting up and doing a burnout, then taking off. Oh, fuck yeah.
I had a holiday in, Kissimmee. I think it's close to where Daniel Droomworth lives. And then I went to, how's that racetrack called? I forgot the name. No, but they have the banking, a lot of banking in the corners.
Yeah, NASCAR track.
NASCAR track. It was really, if you look at it, really steep.
Yeah.
On the television, you don't see how steep it is, but yeah. Then when you look, I was amazed. Really, that steep?
Oh yeah, California Speedway is like that because it's just a big. I think it's 2.5 miles around.
Yeah, and an oval.
So when they get into that oval, it's like.
Yeah. What's the speedway?
I never.
Indianapolis 500. I know that's a very popular race over there.
Oh yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah.
But I always used to tell people that I was like, NASCAR's kind of boring to watch on TV, but it's a whole different experience when you're in person.
It's a different way to race. Yeah.
Because the seats shake and everything, and they're just so fucking loud. And
that dude, Max Verstappen, that is at the stop on that Formula 1 that I was talking about. He lost racing. He's racing blood and everything. Of course, millionaire, and but he said, I'm not gonna break my legs in NASCAR racing. Because once
they go, they're up in the air and bang.
Because they actually have flaps that pop up on the cars that can try to slow it down.
To get it back on track. Oh well, it's basically an upside down airplane. Turn it upside down, the wings from an airplane, and
Yeah, me and Tim were watching we were talking about when Dale Earnhardt passed away. And we went back and watched the video the other night. We were watching it. And it didn't even look like that bad of a wreck. But I guess it just jarred
they have
a
cage
right
nowadays. They're sitting in some sort of cage. And back in the old days, they thought the sturdier everything is, the better it is, but it ain't, of course, because nowadays everything blows off to get it's
better to crumble and you're inside that shell.
And
safe.
Things blowing off to get rid of that energy, etc.
Yes. Exactly right.
That's like people joke about old cars. They're like, an old car, man, I could run into a telephone pole and it wouldn't take a bumper.
No, forget it.
I'm like, but you get a lot worse whiplassh, all kinds of shit. Exactly. The newer cars are designed to crunch because it takes that pressure.
They did a lot of testing on that shit. You see the side sliding into a pole, and the old cars just break. Well, in the middle of your. They break and they two parts of cars. And nowadays they get, like you said, the crumbling effect.
Just you're in the cockpit and that's it. That's all that's meant to.
That's what that Elon Musk did great with his Tesla. They got like 6 or 7 stars safety shizzle.
Safety rating, yeah.
So yeah.
Well, that was like the smart cars, I was joking about those. a couple weeks ago, and I was like, man, I'd be afraid to ride in one of those because they're so tiny. But apparently, I went and looked it up because somebody had mentioned it. But apparently, there's like a whole roll cage built inside those things to like, so if it does get hit, it's like a little shell inside.
Yeah,
and there is like a bit of a roll cage kind of built inside the frames of them.
Still not good enough.
Oh, I know. I still would be nervous.
I still would not get in a smart car, man. Fuck that.
Those things are so fucking tiny.
A friend of mine had one. Had a well, Tesla ain't tiny, yeah. A Tesla. Hold on. Well, not. My friend had a Tesla, and yeah, it's all strange because you know, when you if it's following lanes and you want to go to the right, the steering is working against you because you're following. Yeah. So you had to turn it off first, and it's kind of yeah. But if you do a lot of long drives, yeah, I think it's yeah. But I don't like it because you gotta charge the battery, you know. Putting in gasoline is giving you way more kilometers, etc. So yeah.
I saw the funniest thing. I come across this video on Facebook, and the guy's pulled over in a Tesla, right? And he needs help. So this other guy pulls up behind him, and he goes, "Oh, you need help?" He goes, "Yes, I need gasoline." And the guy's looking at his car.
Yeah, Tesla.
You're in a Tesla. What do you need gasoline for? He pops open the
trunk. Yeah,
the trunk.
Yeah.
Or we call it a boot trunk.
And he has
and
he's got a generator in there.
Generator in there. He goes, I need gasoline for the generator to charge me Tesla.
Yeah, it was a little Honda generator.
Yeah. Fuck, it was funny.
That's fucking stupid.
So that's the
well, that's the thing is you got to be. That's the whole reason why Tesla has that feature built in. If you're going to go on a road trip, it will actually. You tell it where you want to go, and then it maps it out so you don't run out of charging stations.
Yeah. And just in case you do, you've got the generator, just enough to get you to wherever.
No. It's like Justin says over here. It's like Justin says, but Netherlands is of course very small, so it's easy to put charging docking stations for the Tesla or any other electric car. But you gotta map out your. Gotta plan your route pretty cool because else yeah.
Well, that's the thing on Tesla. When you go on the GPS, you can put going from
I'm going from here to there, and then it says okay, gotta charge.
It will tell you
gotta charge.
It'll tell you how to go, how far you're gonna go, and it'll tell you need to stop at this.
But that's the thing, But then here it comes. If you turn on the AC. Or over here, you need some heating when it's winter. And in winter time, batteries are always producing less power, and they have less charge, etc. It's just not workable for me, mate. Like, yeah. 300.
Guys, I'm gonna jump off because I got.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna close it here, and we'll see you on your stream, mate.
I'll send you guys over a link.
Yeah. Well, I will see you in a bit, mate.
I appreciate you inviting me, Roland.
Yeah, all good, mate. I'm happy to that you joined, mate. It's always nice to talk to you. So yeah, but we're gonna join. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here.
See you in a couple.
So yeah, Mars.
Alrighty.
There's not
see
much
you over at
going
Justin's.
on. So yeah. Cool. Later. I need to.
Lick my balls.